Hi everyone, it is time to start a new series in Magical Worlds by Johanna Basford, and I thought I would do this page here. It's quite a random assortment of items. I don't really know how to describe it. We've got all sorts of things going on, but we're just going to have a go. Now, I've grabbed my Staedtler Design Journey pencils today, realising I haven't used them for quite a while. I'm not sure how many of you have them, but I like to try and use different sets to make sure there's something for everyone. This page is not wanting to sit very flat. There we go. So we have this sort of beetly bug, I guess, for our first one, and I thought we could make it look quite bright and colourful because you know, they're not always the most fun to colour for some people, I think. So I thought we could do some sort of pinks and purples just to make it really different. So I'm going to start with quite a dark purpley colour actually. This is number 6, and I don't really know where to start, so I'm going to start with sharpening. It's a good place to start, isn't it? I think I'm just going to choose a few areas to do dark. I'm thinking these little bits here, I'm going to try and make them a bit darker on the outside, but it's a bit tricky as it's so small. We can try harder on this bit here. I'm just going to be a bit random really and just go through and choose some areas for this darker colour, and then go a bit lighter, choose a few areas for a lighter colour and things like that, and just work through really and see what it looks like at the end. I was trying to make that a bit darker on the edges. So to make it dark on the edges, be careful, don't press hard, just do more layers. So I'm just going to go around that bit again and just do a few more layers to see, and you can see it's lighter in the middle. It's a little bit easier to do on a larger area. As you can see, I've been more successful here than on these smaller ones, but I'm not going to worry about that. I think we'll do this one here as well. I'm just doing the best that I can. That's all we can ask of ourselves really, and then hopefully it'll come out looking satisfactory. Now this outside border here actually fills into the centre. I'm just having a look. I might do this viney bit, and these are sort of green. They look a bit leafy like. I'm not sure what to do with this bit. Whether to close it off here and do this bit differently. Anyway, I'll have a think. That's all I'm going to do with that colour at the minute. I'm now going to grab the 62, which is a slightly lighter version. Sorry about my book curling around. I'll try and hold it flat. I think it's because we're near the end. Now my piece of paper behind the page is slipped out. There we go. So this is the 62. I'll do these now. I'm not sure if these are eyes or if these are eyes. And if you want to do them sort of black rather than purple to make them look a bit more like they're a sort of eye, but I'm not too worried. Now these, I'm thinking they look a bit leaf-like, so I'm going to leave them. And here I think I'm going to draw myself a line there, okay, and I'm going to actually block this in quite dark around the edge. I think I'd like it to look like a sort of border like this. So oops, I've gone over the lines as always, but I'm just working round, and I'm just filling this in quite dark. I'm not thinking about making any areas darker or lighter. I just want to layer it up enough so that we can see it. So I've got quite a big area of this colour. Now if you don't have the large set of Staedtlers, you won't have the next colour that I'm using. So you could use a light grey, or even a 602. This is pastel violet. Yeah, I would just advise using a light grey. I think that's the nearest match. I'm going to start here You can see it's a sort of slightly greyish purple, and you could always add some of this light violet on top of a grey to make this colour. It's actually a really unusual colour. I haven't seen it in many other pencil sets, to be honest. I'm going to block it in here because we've got the dots in there, which indicates to me that it should be shadowy. And I can hear dripping. I know what's dripping. Might just be the heating pipes expanding, hopefully expanding, getting warmer. Actually the heating, I don't know what the heating's doing at the minute. It isn't set to be on all day long, so it might be coming back on, it might be getting on. Got a little split in my finger there. It's not sore, but it's been really cold, and my hands suffer a little bit in the cold. Try to wear my it's not cold today. Try to wear my wrist warmers, but you can't colour with gloves on. And I do wear my gloves when I'm out. I'm trying to decide whether to do the legs this colour, but I don't think it'll work because it's right next to there. I'm going to do them in, what's this colour called? Is this 8? Yeah, number 8, the grey. I almost feel that this is a slightly purpley sort of Payne's grey. I'm going to use that for the legs. I know it's a little bit boring, but I think it will just work together with our colour scheme. You could do them in the really dark purple if you'd rather make them brighter. I sort of kind of wish I had now. But never mind. That's number 6, by the way, if you want that darker one. There we go. Now I've got a plan for the wings. We could do the leafy bit. Let's do the wings next. I thought I would do some pink. I'm going to use this one. This is the 20 first, and this is my darker bit, which I'm going to do on this sort of border of the wing. Now, talking of wings, now I did a picture with wings now. Yes, it might. I'm trying to think if you would have seen it or not. It might go out tomorrow. It might depend if I rejig my videos. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I did a picture with wings, which you'll see or would have seen. And I used an iridescent pearl fine white pan pastel on the top to make it look shiny. And it got me thinking about shiny wings. They're really nice. It's a lovely effect to try to do. I'm just going to sharpen my next pencil. And I would probably do it on here actually, just to show you. But someone had done a different video of mine. This is number 21, by the way. And they said that they used an iridescent medium from Winsor & Newton. And they used it on top of things, so they didn't ever have to use metallic pencils because they could get shine from that, and the colour shone through. And I thought that's a really interesting idea. I went and had a little nosy. Now, the iridescent medium that Winsor & Newton make is a, hang on, my paper slipped again from underneath, is a, I've got an edge in my desk and it had gone in between two pieces of desk. Where my desk can fold up, there's a gap between the two top parts, and it slipped down there. It got stuck. Anyway, so I had a look at, it's a watercolour iridescent medium, so basically you can just paint it on and get this sort of shine effect, pearlescent. It sounds beautiful, because I have to say I prefer a pearlescent look to a metallic look. They aren't the same thing. Sorry, I've just got to blow my nose, of course, as always. So I thought that's interesting, but the idea of putting wet media on top of something that I've coloured with pencil is a very scary idea. Not only because it might buckle the paper, it might smudge. This is 61. I'm going to use it for the flowers. I'm going to try to make the flowers a little bit darker at the base and a little bit lighter towards the tip, just by putting less layers at the top. Also, yes, it might smudge, it might buckle the paper, it might just totally ruin what I've done. So I'm probably going to stick with what I do, which is the pan pastel, and I'll show you on here, in case you haven't seen the other video. The other video is Maria Trolle page, so you may have skipped that one if you don't have her book, or didn't like the picture, or whatever it might be, or as I say, it might not have quite appeared yet. I'm not quite sure of the order of the videos. I sometimes mix them up a bit, and I hope it doesn't get too confusing, but sometimes I need to insert something because it's needs to be seen more quickly, you know, like a flip through of a new book or something, especially if I've been sent something to review or whatever. I need to sort of usually have a bit of a deadline to get it done, so I have to make sure that I don't wait too long to do that. Right, there are those. We're going to put a few, some white dots around this, I think, before we finish, but I'm going to do my green next. I'm looking at the greens that we have, and I think the light green, number 551, I think that's it, yeah, is going to be a nice colour to go with these pinks and purples. Just going to give it a sharpen, trying to hold the sharpener and hold the page flat at the same time. It's a fun challenge. Right, we have the leaves on the outside. I am just going to try and again make them a little bit darker at the base and lighter at the tip. Now you could do two colours. You could go from the light green to the pale green, so from 551 to 550 at the tip, but to be honest, the space is so tiddly that I think that would be quite a challenge, and I'm quite happy with that. It actually looks like it's been blocked in because I haven't managed to fade it in such a small space, and I don't mind. I'm going to use the same green. It's a really vibrant green, isn't it? It stands out, but I think it goes nicely with these sort of purpley tones that we've been using. Now you can leave your wings how they are, but I will show you several different things that I like to do with wings. There we go. Now often with a wing, if I wanted to look more see-through, which this one doesn't really need to, I don't think, I would put a white pencil on top of the colour that I've done to sort of fade it down, and then I might even use a white pen to go over all the line work to make it look even more sort of see-through. But what I'm going to do is not do that. I'm just going to find my oh, I just moved a box and a pencil rolled off my desk onto the floor. It was obviously being trapped by the box. So this is the pan pastel. This is called White Fine Pearl Medium 011. It's a maker coated with T102 and FEO. I don't know. Anyway, they're really expensive, but they last a long time. Now I don't want to put this on too thickly. Last time, oops, I did this. I think I put it on too thick, so I'm just dabbing a bit onto this. This is a sort of makeup thing, but you could use I think a cotton bud would probably be better than this, but this is all I've got, and I don't want to put it on too thick, so I'm trying to spread it thinly, but it's not that easy. You can use anything to apply these. They do come with special tools. Well, they don't. I mean, they provide special tools that you can buy to apply them. But I'm just going to try and tip that to the light. You can see there's a little bit of a shine, which I'm happy with. I didn't want masses. You can put it on quite thickly, which is what I did in the other video. And it really sort of stands out as a very shiny item, and I don't want that on this page. I just want a little bit. I'm trying to get the lid back on. I put it on wrong. It's just a screw lid, but I hadn't caught it in the correct. Sorry, my hand's right in front of the camera. Just putting that away. I've to get that pencil off the floor later. Right, I've got some new storage boxes, which is nice. Right, next, white pen. Where is it? Here it is. So we have a Jelly Roll 8, and as I said, if you want to, you could go around the edges of these wings and over all the marks to make it look a little bit more see-through. I'm not going to do that. I'm happy with how it is. What I want to do is put some dots here on the flowers. Just maybe 2 or 3 little white dots on the base. I think it just makes it look a little bit prettier. I don't know why a white pen can do that. It's amazing. Now, these really dark coloured areas, I'm going to put some lines on like this. I'm thinking maybe we can make it look like it's sort of a little bit shiny. There we go. I think that's probably enough. I could always do more, but I'm not going to. So there he is. So it's up to you with the pearlescent look. You could put more. Another alternative, of course, is a glitter glue, some stickles, but watch out, they can be a bit thick on a double-sided book if you're colouring the back. It's quite tricky. Or use a glitter pen, like the Sakura one, number 700, which is just fine glitter. You could outline the wings in a silver metallic pen. There's lots of different things to play around with and try, but that, oh, it's not very straight. There it is. But that was sort of what I wanted to have a go at today. So thank you for watching. Come back tomorrow. We've got a cupcake house. Nice, tasty. But that's me for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a super day and happy colouring.